Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Sagittarius, March 27, 2025. You can both inspire and charm others with your ideas today, and your enthusiasm is well received. You have extra cards in your hand now, even if you're not ready to play them yet. Strategy is important now, as it's not the time for extremely bold or flashy moves. Show your integrity, faithfulness, and reliability. Today is strong for connecting, and more likely reconnecting, with a special someone. You may be putting your faith in people and enjoying the rewards that ensue. Learn from mistakes and grow, thinking toward your long-term benefits. Conversation topics run deep in a growth-oriented, positive way. Get ready for a profound conversation to happen between you and your significant other. In fact, you may find that you're both experiencing powerful mental or psychological breakthroughs as you discuss, debate, and dissect your ideas. As Mercury, our cosmic messenger, dashes through a fellow sign, he links effortlessly in a sextile to powerhouse Pluto, now spinning across the sky from you in your solar house of relationships. If you want to pitch an idea to a lover or potential romantic option, strike while the iron is hot. They could very swiftly decide to go along with your lead. Why are you not progressing? The answer to this question will become apparent when Mercury retrograde in Aries sextiles Pluto in Aquarius. You may have realized that your professional journey will not go any further unless you change something about your professional arrangements. This could refer to a contract, commitment, or partnership. Regardless, it is time to switch things up. It is time to loosen the reins so you can have more independence and freedom to advance your professional journey. Do not be afraid to change your commitments if you want to progress. You are vulnerable to catching cold and must take special care to avoid contamination. Be aware of what you touch and wash your hands often. Bacteria are spread largely via the hands, and you should be careful about putting your unwashed hands near your mouth. Additionally, pay attention to who is sick around you and don't use a telephone that someone who is infected with a cold has just used. Knowledge of transmission is a great defense against infection. You might find yourself feeling stifled or crowded on this day, as though you just can't get enough space. This isn't an entirely physical reaction. You probably have an increased need for freedom with this vibration happening. You could be feeling tied down to your job, your location, or to a group of friends who just seem to be rubbing you the wrong way. Why not get out into nature and enjoy a nice long walk? It's sure to help. While the moon will leave your work sector today, as well as helping to get the new working week off to a positive start across the income, work, and career fronts, this was a window into the forces that are set to shape the coming months. That this is happening in parallel to a powering up of the playful, creative, and adventurous side of life's fence is something that you will need to get used to. Especially with Neptune, the planet of hopes and dreams, just 6 days away from returning to a fun, playful, romantic, and creatively charged part of your chart for the first time in our lifetime. A friendly aspect between Venus, the planet of love, and the asteroid Juno, the queen of commitment that peaked yesterday, is slowly starting to separate, with a mix of romance, adventure, and nostalgia likely to linger. With the moon returning for its monthly visit to your relationship sector today, both the love and relationship gods will be calling for the right work and life balance as you move into what can be the busiest part of any week. Adventure and learning are calling you today. Your quote of the day: growth begins where comfort ends. Your color of the day is purple, sparking imagination and insight. Lucky numbers: 3, 11, 19. A spontaneous decision may open doors to new experiences. Keep an open mind. Wisdom can come from unexpected places. A change in routine could bring a refreshing sense of freedom. Say yes to something that excites your soul. Our eyes in the sky. Alright, let's take a deep breath together and settle into the energy of this reading. No pressure, no expectations, just an open heart and an open mind. Let's see what messages the cards have for you today. Right away, The first card that comes up is the Wheel of Fortune, and this is a powerful way to begin. This card speaks of cycles, of life's natural ebb and flow, and of how change is constantly at play, even when we don't see it happening. If you've been feeling stuck, uncertain, or like things have been at a standstill, this is a sign that movement is coming. The wheel is turning, and it's leading you towards something new. Maybe you've been waiting for a shift, a fresh start, or a moment of clarity. This card suggests that the universe is already setting things in motion. Change can sometimes feel unpredictable, and that can bring a mix of emotions. If things have felt chaotic or uncertain lately, this is your reminder that every phase has a purpose. Even if things aren't clear just yet, trust that what's shifting is happening for your highest good. Think of moments in your past when things unexpectedly changed, and later, you realized why it had to happen that way. This is one of those moments. It's okay to not have all the answers right now. What matters is that you trust the process. As we move forward in the reading, the next card that comes through is the Five of Swords, and this brings in a different kind of energy. This card often speaks of conflict, miscommunication, or a situation where winning doesn't necessarily feel like a victory. Perhaps there's been tension with someone, a disagreement that left you feeling unsettled, or even an internal battle between what your mind says and what your heart feels. If something has been weighing on you, this is a reminder to step back and ask yourself, is this fight truly worth my energy? Sometimes, walking away from unnecessary drama is the most powerful thing you can do. This doesn't mean avoiding confrontation or suppressing your emotions. It simply means choosing your battles wisely. If you've been replaying an argument in your head or carrying the weight of unresolved issues, consider how much power you want to give to this situation. Sometimes, the best response is peace. Sometimes, the real strength is in letting go. And if you need closure, know that it doesn't always have to come from the other person. It can come from within. Now, bringing a softer and more intuitive energy into the reading, we have the Queen of Cups. This card is a beautiful contrast to the previous one, reminding you to trust your emotions and listen to your inner voice. The Queen of Cups is deeply in tune with her feelings, and she navigates life with wisdom and compassion. If you've been feeling emotionally overwhelmed or uncertain, this is your encouragement to slow down and reconnect with yourself. Have you been honoring your needs? Have you been giving yourself the same kindness and understanding that you give to others? This card also speaks to intuition, and right now, your inner wisdom is stronger than you might realize. Pay attention to the quiet nudges, the gut feelings, and the little signs around you. Your emotions are not random, they are guiding you. If something doesn't feel right, trust that. And if something feels aligned, even if it doesn't make logical sense yet, trust that too. Now is a time to nurture yourself, to create space for emotional healing, and to surround yourself with people who truly see and appreciate you. The next card in this reading is the Knight of Wands, and this brings in a burst of passion, movement, and fearless action. Where things may have felt uncertain before, this energy comes in to push you forward. The Knight of Wands doesn't overthink, he follows his excitement, his curiosity, and his instincts. If you've been waiting for the perfect time to take action on something, this is your sign to go for it. Whether it's a new creative project, a bold decision, or even a spontaneous adventure, the energy here is about moving forward with confidence and enthusiasm. This is not a time to hold back because of fear or doubt. The best ideas, the best experiences, and the best moments in life often come when we take a leap, even if we're unsure of the outcome. Think about a time in your life when you said yes to something before you felt completely ready, maybe a trip, a job opportunity, or even just an unexpected conversation that led to something meaningful. That's the kind of energy this card is bringing into your life right now. Be open to the unexpected, and don't be afraid to take that first step. And finally, we close this reading with the Ten of Cups, a beautiful and deeply reassuring card. This is the energy of emotional fulfillment, joy, and a sense of peace that comes from knowing you are exactly where you need to be. If you've been longing for a sense of stability or for something to finally feel right, this card is a confirmation that it is within reach. Whether this has to do with relationships, personal healing, or just a deep inner contentment, the Ten of Cups reminds you that happiness is not just something to chase, it's something to recognize and appreciate in the present moment. This card asks you to reflect on what truly brings you joy. Not just the big milestones, but the little moments, the laughter shared with someone you love, the quiet mornings before the world wakes up, the feeling of being understood. True fulfillment comes from within, and you are on the path to finding it. Looking at this reading as a whole, there is a clear journey here. It starts with change, the wheel of fortune reminding you that shifts are happening, even if you can't see them yet. Then, there's a challenge, the Five of Swords, pointing to tension or conflict, something that needs resolution. But then comes clarity, the Queen of Cups guiding you to trust yourself, to listen to your emotions. After that, momentum builds, the Knight of Wands pushing you to take action and embrace the adventure ahead. And in the end, there's peace, the Ten of Cups bringing the message that, after everything, fulfillment and happiness are waiting for you.